In society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations. Fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn Dude.
Damn, dude.
This is season 5, episode 5. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. And, man, I feel like it's been a minute. Although you guys did get that last episode not that long ago. But in the name and sake of consistency, I need to do better, you guys. And I apologize if I've let anybody down. If you really counted on these episodes and the show to help you work through what it is you work through or gain perspective on what it is that you're up to. Shit, dude. I've got a new commitment to do this, and I've put it into a whole structure. Which, thank you to my homie Sebastian. Shout out Ignite with Sebastian. He's got a new coaching program, or app, I should say, that has AI coaches in it. It has tracking. It has goals. It has like a reward system, a point system. And it's just a really dope and fun way to track what I'm doing. So that's really cool. And that literally is what has me recording this podcast today, is because I put it in the app. And if I want the reward that I created for myself, then I better do the work to earn the reward, right? Because none of this shit's just given to us. So that's what I'm doing here. Just as an update, I am currently doing 75 hard. I am on day 14, and it's going good. So for those of you unfamiliar with it, you could check out the hashtag 75 hard, or just look it up, or go. Or if you're familiar, a lot of people are familiar with it already, but it's a mental toughness challenge. And it's what it consists of is 2 45-minute workouts. One has to be out. At least one of the workouts has to be outdoors for the whole workout. The other can be indoor. It could also be outdoor if you choose. Read 10 pages of a book a day, of a personal development book or something of that sort that's nonfiction that's going to help you get better and smarter and become a better person, as well as follow a diet, no cheat meals, no alcohol, and I threw into it no weed, no marijuana. And I'm doing it just to challenge myself, and I'm like, okay, the alcohol part's always easy. I don't really drink. Weed, I definitely love me some weed, man. But what I'm realizing is like how much I've been holding myself back with it and using it incorrectly. And I've been using it in the name of like relaxing, feeling at peace. And as I see nothing wrong with that directly, I also see a lot that's not right with that. I should be able to cultivate all of that on my own, under my own willpower and practices and structures. So then on the other hand, the other thing that I look at is like, damn, man, like what weed is today is so far away from what it started out as. And I hear stories of older people about what weed was, what it meant to them, how it occurred, what it was used for. And then I have my own generations of experience with it and understanding and feeling and methodologies and all of that. Then where we're at today, weed is so readily available, fucking damn near everywhere. It's just so everywhere. Like before, it was like sometimes you had to wait a week to be able to buy a sack. Like sometimes you had to fucking drive across town and fucking wait for your dealer to ignore you for 4 hours until he finally goes, "Oh, sorry, I was sleeping, bro." It's like, shit. Like, people don't understand, right? If you weren't there, you don't understand it. So we can only live in the time and the present time that we live in. But the power of like going back and reflecting, it's like, fuck, dude, weed literally is not even the same thing anymore. Like, not even close. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't smell the same. It's just entirely different. And I'm realizing that I don't prefer this new version of weed. I don't like it. Okay. Yes, sometimes it's like, okay, this is what we got access to, but in general, like, I don't like it. Which is really hard for me to say, actually. And, oh, sorry, I just got a message saying it's a Jewish holiday on Thursday. So, okay. Anyways, I'm just getting texts from clients. Sorry, guys. As I'm like looking at weed and my relationship with it, and since I've been off of it for 14 days, I feel fucking incredible, dude. I feel smarter, faster, everything. Granted, it's all these other activities I'm doing, but just that alone has been such a big piece, and I realized like how far I've had my head in the clouds and how far I've had my head in my ass, basically, is a better way to say it. Because at least from the clouds, you're getting a vantage point. With your head in your own ass, you ain't seeing shit but shit. The take that I have on weed right now, and I'm not saying this is the fucking truth or blah, blah, blah. This is just my experience with weed right now. And other people I've been talking to who are able to live above and outside the influence of marijuana, weed, they have the same conclusion and experience, which is that right now, the way that weed occurs to me is the difference between making a grass-fed and finished like ground beef hamburger at home with your own organic ingredients, with, you know, some of your own plants or fruits or veggies you grew on your own. It's like you took the time to make your own mayonnaise, you baked your own bread. It's like, this shit is fire, dude, and you can feel and taste the love. That's not what weed is today. Today, weed is a McDonald's hamburger. It's a fast food hamburger. More specifically, a Jack in the Box hamburger. Jack in the Box used to be my favorite, and that place, it just sucks now. Over the last several years, it's just gotten grosser and grosser and grosser. Even when I was like eating gross food, it was still gross. I'm like, damn. For like shitty food, you gotta at least taste good, man. Like, this is fucked. Anyways, that's the difference that I see it as now. Like, weed that you can buy from the dispensary. And now, I live in California. I know a lot of listeners listen from around the world, and weed might not even be legal where you're at. But it is here, and it has been for a long time. And I don't know if I really I know I've touched on it a little bit, but during the push for the legalization of weed, I was not for it. I didn't want it. I didn't like the direction and the trajectory of it. Obviously, I did and do appreciate like the convenience factor, but that's also part of what's fucking us all up. It's like, what is fast food? It's convenient.
Damn, dude.
So it's like, damn, shit that's too convenient is almost never actually deeply good for us. And that's just the reality of things if you really look at it. Things that are too convenient, it just is not it, you know? So I look at that and I look at how it makes me feel versus like some quality homegrown, even if it's not as like dank. It's just like there's that love, that purity in it, and you can taste it, you could feel it, and it hits better, and you take the time to appreciate it. It's like, damn, either my own hands or somebody I know's hands had to pick through this, trim this, watered this, that, did the whole process. It's not easy. And when things are just mass produced and pop, 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 there's no love in it. It doesn't exist. You have to put your own love into it. And I'd rather just have, it's like now I'm like fully retuning and redefining my relationship with weed. And it's easy for us to all just be like walking around sedated and craving junk food. And it's like, that's the overall theme of what weed is going to do to us as a society and what it is doing to us. Like how much, like you can see and smell people rip a vape, like a weed pen everywhere around here. It's like you drive down the freeway, you can smell weed. You go to the park, you smell weed. It's like people aren't even offended by it in California. And that's what's really fascinating is that it's just fucking everywhere. It's just so normal. The same way it's like McDonald's is on every fucking corner. And across the street from the McDonald's is a fucking Jack in the Box or a Wiener Schnitzel or a Burger King or a Taco Bell or like whatever, right? Something that we all know is not good. Yet, we let convenience be king.
Damn, dude.
And convenience cannot be king if we want a deep and rich life. Because seriously, think about that. We need to make appointments with the things that aren't good for us. When we're on an appointment only basis, convenience no longer rules our life because it's like I have the structure to know when I'm doing what and by when. There's nothing that's kind of just up in the air. Like my free time, if I'm being structured and healthy, my free time dictates just by the nature of my habits and activities that I'm going to go do something positive and good, right? Like I'm not going to go smoke weed, go buy some fast food. And it's like, yeah, it just is. It just makes sense, right? Sometimes it's like shit really is that simple, but it's fucking hard, man. Like it gets confusing. It gets all of those things. So we need to really like just be aware. I encourage everybody to be aware. I mean, you don't got to do anything. I just say we need to, as in sense of like me speaking for those who want me to speak for them, and or people who kind of count on me to speak up for what they might be afraid to say or may not have put into words yet, right? Excuse me. So yeah, so that's one thing that's been a big thing for me. And just fully reanalyzing and recreating what it means for me. And at the same time, not projecting it to into my future. I would always use weed as a reward for myself. Or if I would take a break, I'd be like, okay, well, when I come back, it's like, I don't do that with alcohol. I don't do that with fast food. If I ever take a break from those specifically and consciously, I don't set an appointment with it in the future. I kind of just like, I just let it exist. And then for some reason, I always have to forecast weed into my future. Once I get to this, then I could do this. And it's like, that's been the wrong lens because I end up giving it too much power. Right? So, yeah. So anyways, next choice of topic is that lately, if you follow yo, sorry, I just got disconnected for some reason. Anyways, like I was saying, if you follow me on Instagram, you can see I've been making videos just kind of sharing what the fuck the reality of my life is about certain subjects and stuff of that nature. I've just been sharing and just kind of combing through all the different kind of things that bubble up for me or people have said about me or people have implied about me. I went through a whole thing lately where online I posted, hey, like, let's not disrespect the dead. I basically, it was something along those lines. And this was right around when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and he was a controversial person. People are like, yo, fuck this guy, blah, 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 blah. Or they're like, nah, this was the man, dude. Like, he fucking spoke clear. He did this. He created unity, da, 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 da. I'm on the end of believing and feeling that he was a good dude. I've watched enough and I've heard enough, like, all the way, not just quick quotes, to make that determination for myself. Now, at the same time, I understand why people take the stance of not liking him. Especially, it's like, I am somebody who creates long-form content, and if you just take something I say and you just isolate that completely out of context, yeah, I could easily sound fucking crazy, hateful, racist, whatever, dude. Like, it is what it is. But that's kind of like the whole point, is that it's like, you guys, why run with something out of context? That shit's wild to me, right? Now, even if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But me saying this, I didn't mention Charlie Kirk. There was also a girl who got killed on a train. There was also like a bunch of other people that got murdered in that same period. And my thing was kind of like to address it all, and specifically in relation. Sorry, let me reset it. And in relation to my own life specifically, I had included, hey, my two best friends have gotten murdered. I know what it's like to have people murdered. We don't disrespect the dead, and that's not what the fuck we're gonna do here. And people went on just talking about Charlie Kirk, and he's a this, and how could you be that, and da-da-da. And there was quite a few people who flipped the fuck out over that, and that's cool. It's like, I get being triggered. I've been triggered for many things. But under the context of, hey, let's not disrespect the dead, whether you agree with somebody or not, like, what the fuck? Why do you wish death on people? Why would you wish this? That dude was a father, right? It's like, so you're telling me you think little kids deserve to not have their dad because you don't agree with what they were saying? That makes you a piece of shit then, dude. Like, what the fuck? Right? So it's like, there's people literally crying over this, and that's fine. But it's like, dude, you guys, this bled out into where other people I know were being affected by it because of people being hateful. And they're calling me hateful for saying don't disrespect the dead. I also got called a Republican and all these other things in the midst of this. So if you go and you watch my stories, you're like, Calvin, like, what are you talking about? Like, where are you getting these subjects from? It's literally just shit people have said to me over the last couple months and years. And they're kind of just bubbling up because at the time when all these things were said to me, I'm like, okay, well, rule number one, I don't take anything personally. When it comes to people saying just whatever the fuck shit or voicing their opinions or telling me that you're this way or you're that way, I'm like, okay, I know myself. So thank you for sharing. I'll look at it. But what else do you want me to do? Change my whole fucking life to fit your unhappy narrative because you don't like a person? The fuck? So to me, that just sounds stupid. But anyways, I'm not here to judge that. It's like, I've said many stupid things. I live my whole first 75% of my life as admittedly stupid. So it is what it is. We're all allowed to say some dumb shit. Now, there's consequences and all of that, obviously. But the thing is like, dude, that's where I've been coming from with all of those. There are things that have been said around my back, things that have been brought to my attention, and then the people who bring it to my attention just drop out of the entire conversation. So I'm like, why did you bring this to my attention if you're not going to even like finish addressing this with me? If I respond with kindness and openness, and I'm like, so like, okay, I hear you, like, why would you not engage with the conversation that you brought to me? And that's what's been happening. I've been meeting the people who've been doing that with openness and kindness and love and respect. And it's documented. It's on my Facebook. It's in my DMs. It's in my fucking Instagram. It's wherever, right? Facebook people are willing to go a little more crazy than on Instagram. I feel like the people who view me through Instagram have a slight different lens on me than the people who view me through Facebook. And I think a little bit of that has to do with the format, the type of, the age and demographic of the type of people who use Facebook the most. So yeah, it's just interesting. So if you're wondering what I've been doing, that's what it is. I'm just addressing all the things I've heard about myself or that have circled back around to me. like, I had to address that, like, people think or thought I'm a fucking Republican for some reason. Like, I'm not gonna act puzzled like, oh, for some reason, but it's like, because I shared the whole video on Instagram. You guys can go watch it. But it's like, I get some of the things that I might agree with or share or whatever might come from a Republican side or point of view or whatever. But you know what? Even if it comes from a Republican page or a liberal page or whatever, I don't care. The truth is the truth. Like, whoever's speaking the truth, like, in a way that's going to actually help us all forwards, that's what I'm going to subscribe to. And I basically had to put it out there. It's like, motherfuckers, I've also been called a liberal for a long time too, prior to being called a Republican for a long time now. And I'm like, you guys, how the fuck am I a Republican or a Democrat or any of this shit if I haven't voted since 2008, dude? I haven't voted for president since 2008, since Barack's first term was the last time I voted. After that, I was like, yo, this is some fucking hootenanny garbage, and I don't believe in this, and I don't fuck with this. So it is what it is, man. You know, so it's like, if you are one of these people where you're having this happen to you also, where it's like you say some shit and people are just fitting you into a box and fitting you into a box and fitting you into their box. It's like, eventually it's like, okay, bro, if you have to do that, but you're like literally missing the whole point. It's like you're complaining about the crust on my bread when I'm a whole fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich, motherfucker. Like, don't talk like you're gonna call me the crust? What about all this peanut butter and jelly up in the middle of this bitch? What about the best bite? I'm that too, and the fucking crust. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, all right. You know, it's like, we cannot be silenced because other people are offended. Is just weak, right? So I encourage everybody, dude, talk your shit, man. Like, just do it. A lot of these people who say anything about what the fuck you're doing don't have anything of their own. They don't have any creation. They don't have any product business boundaries or clearly defined morals, or what they stand for or don't stand for. So if people are of that nature and vibration, then it's like, you can't hate them. You can't dislike them. You can't talk shit to them. I mean, you can go ahead, but it's not going to do you any good, right? Like, everybody needs and deserves love. And that's basically everything that I fight for, is in the name and direction of that. So if I'm disagreeing with something, it's in the name of, yo, that, like, I see a route and a whole thing to where this isn't good for all of us put together. So I'll say something if there's something I could do about it. If I feel my voice, my opinion is going to actually, like, make a difference for people, then I'll say the shit. You know what I mean? And I think it's just my obligation at this point. If I have a fucking show, if I have a voice, then I have to say something. You know? So I think about it. It's like, when people are talking shit on you or just saying crazy shit that's not even applicable. I also had to do one about not hating trans people, or it's like, I had to actually go and address, like, do I hate trans people? It's like, what the fuck? Like, you don't understand what I'm about? Like, it's wild, right? So again, it's like, why can't we just speak to common sense? How come I can't say, hey, we shouldn't be sexualizing the kids, and these trans shows where they're sexualizing the kids is sexualizing the kids? Somebody has to go, you hate trans people. It's like, it sounds like you're a little angry. Like, what's that you got going on that's your assessment, right? Like, I don't get it. And I'm like, I'm somebody who works with kids and comes from nothing. Like, why would I hate on fucking anybody when I know what it's like to have fucking nothing? Right? Like, I don't know. And then I'm also thinking, it's like, dude, I work with fucking kids for a living. If one of these kids, if some of these kids grow up to be trans, what am I supposed to just hate them all of a sudden? Like, where is the logic or even the spirituality or love in this? It's like, it just doesn't add up. So if that happens, don't argue. State your point, be kind, ask a question, and just direct it back to love. And it's like, the more we can help people close their karmic cycles with negative shit and get people in karmic cycles of positive shit, I think that's like our obligation and responsibility and our duty in some fashion, is to do that, because you can hear it. And you can think it and you can believe that. So why the fuck not, you know? So like, I feel like if I am able to choose love and healing and just let that be the trail that I leave behind, if the scent that trails behind me is love, authenticity, healing, and the truth, then I'm willing, I'm okay with people being offended by that. And many of you guys know this, but Pimp C is one of my idols. Rest in peace, Pimp C. And the reason being is Pimp C did not care if you liked him. All he cared about was telling the fucking truth. The truth, not a truth, the truth. And people would say Pimp C would offend a lot of people, but they would also respect the fuck out of him and be better human beings after. Once they're done being offended, they would be like, fuck, Pimp told me the fucking truth, man. And I'm not saying I'm Pimp C, but I'm fucking California Cal, and I will say what the fuck I gotta say. And people have been offended. I've offended family, friends, neighbors. But you know what? They still fuck with me. I still fuck with them. There's no love lost, only more gained. More respect grown. And when that happens, it feels fucking good because you stand for your people and you stand for what's good and you stand for what's right. It's like a lot of us wish we could help people. Man, I wish this person would read this book. Man, I wish this person would take this course. Man, I wish this person would go on this retreat. Where it's like you could see what would so help somebody. But it's like a lot of people aren't even seeking to get any better. A lot of people won't even admit that they're in a fucked up place and just keep pretending and pretending and pretending. So it's like if you can admit you're in a fucked up place, that's the start. That's the truth. That's what's authentic. So it's like in order to heal, you have to get real. You can't keep lying. You can't keep putting a Band-Aid over it. You can't keep tricking yourself. You can't keep pushing it off. You can, but it's going to manifest into some gnarly shit you don't want when you're older. And it's going to show up in shitty situations. It's going to show up in your physical health. It's going to show up in your mental health. And that's just the reality of it. Like, as somebody who's broken 84 bones, I understand what it's like to have to be shelved, to have to put yourself on the shelf and just be miserable and depressed and da-da-da-da-da. But you know what? That is a motherfucking choice. And at the same time, sometimes being at the fucking bottom, being ground down and having, just being at rock bottom, sometimes that's the biggest blessing you can have. And I think anybody who's able to hit a very clearly defined rock bottom, I think that you are destined for success. I believe that's your old you dying off to become the new you. Because the old shit does not serve us. And if it is, consider how much you're either living in alignment or not. Right? So we need to figure out what we choose, what we stand for, what our boundaries are, because that is exactly the very thing that gets us to the other side. And what's on the other side? Purpose, 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 purpose. I currently am in a state of redefining my purpose because I could feel it. I can fucking feel it. I've been doing a lot of work. I was at rock bottom myself over the last 3 years, and it is what it is, man. I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't want to do it again, but you know what? If that's what's required in order to have the love that's in my life, then fuck it, dude. Fuck it. Do what it fucking takes, you guys. We have to do what it takes. And this doesn't mean get fucking pissed. I mean, if you need to, go ahead. It means not to be mean. Don't operate with hate. Don't operate with ill intention. Don't wish harm on others. Only wish well on others. Pray for people. And I can feel myself shifting and changing and maturing as I find myself not praying for my own safety anymore. I find myself praying for others. And that's a big deal for me, man, because my whole life I've been so selfish because I've been in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, it's all about you. It doesn't matter who else gets fucking in the way, or who it's like, dude, I need to fucking eat, dude. Nothing else matters, right? And that's not a good way to live. So I encourage everybody to define these things for ourselves, for your family, for your future generations. Like, we really have to take that seriously. If you plan on having kids, it's wise to be able to graduate beyond the focus being on yourself and have the focus be on others, and then have the focus be on leadership to a point where you can remove yourself from the whole equation, and it's running, the whole operation and idea and purpose is running better than you could do it yourself, because you have so many people enrolled in the vision, in the plan, and they're so fucking serious about it that shit is gonna pull off bigger and better than we even imagined. So I believe we need to always keep analyzing, redefining our context and our purpose, because that's what helps unlock the next thing. So, and that's one thing, like, especially if you guys listen to my homie Yamamoto's interviews we've done, he's always talking about, okay, I needed to do this, this, and this. Once I do this, then I'll just know the next piece. And I see him doing it, and I'm like, bro, fuck yeah. Like, he had a goal of, 5 shows the first time we ever talked? And then he fucking did, I forgot how many he said, but it was over 50 or something. It could have even been 100. It was impressive. And he's still going and going. But what he's doing now is tuned a little different. It's the same thing, same purpose. But in order to get to the purpose, sometimes you got to make a couple pit stops at some other places, which is all in the name of the success and the goal. So when I look at that, I'm like, okay, it's always a pivot. It's always a pivot. It's always a pivot. And it's a good thing to assess ourselves, take stock in ourselves, and get really fucking real with ourselves about what it's going to take and what's required to get what we want in a way that's bigger and better than us. Again, and I know this, and I need to know this deeper and complete this next step, which is, like I just said, focus is first on self, focus is next on others, focus is next on leading the whole purpose, because we're all one. And I think without that distinction, we won't have the clarity to see the next pivots. We get lost in the sauce, and it's so fucking easy to get lost in the sauce without a fucking plan and a structure. And so you look at the conversations and the culture of the internet, it's like damn near the whole fucking internet's lost in the sauce. These are the people of the world. You go out in public and it's like, fuck, so many people are lost in the sauce, dude. They're just not even here. People's brains are on a whole other thing. People are thinking this and that. And so many people aren't present. And so many people are doing things just to... So many people are doing things just to do it, and they don't even know why. And they also don't know why not. And that's where it's it's easy to become a slave to entertainment and things that make you check out and to get on that convenience cycle, right? How much more convenient is it to sit at home, drink some brews, smoke some weed, watch a fucking baseball or football game, rather than go out and play your own football game, rather than go out and play your own baseball game, whatever, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these things. It's more just well, shit, if you were up to something and creating something, you'd be doing something different. And then it's a lot of people don't ask themselves why they do what they do, right? When I was watching football and drinking beers and doing all of that, I lacked the question, why am I doing this? I was doing it because my friends were doing it, because it was fun, right? It's definitely fun. But it's not something that I want to that to be who the fuck I am by any stretch of the means. So as I just keep going through life, I'm okay, it's very interesting to figure out why I fucking do what I do. So a big thing I've been doing lately is counter practices. And I don't know if you guys take on counter practices or not. I highly recommend everybody do it on purpose. And what do I mean by counter practice? Well, it's to do things, wear things, act like, do, and just do things that are not like you or of you, typically. So for me, a big one is I'll walk around, I'll do laps around my house because there's like a bunch of hills and a steep ass driveway and stairs and stuff. So I'll do a 45-minute circuit while I'm reading, barefoot with no shirt on most of the time. And for me, it's fucking weird. Like, I'm not some dude who's gonna go walking around reading a book, like walking in fucking circles around my house. That's hella weird. But you know what? Let's try it. I'm also not somebody who gets on a fucking microphone and talks. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. I'm somebody who's not fucking structured. I'm go with the flow. I'm fucking da-da-da. I'm like a hippie. I'm a this, I'm a that. It's like, okay, let's try getting structured up. It's like, right? It's like, I come from like a hard ass place. It's like, all right, let's try soften up. I just took a fucking bath before I recorded this episode. And before that, I fucking was doing my exercise, like I just explained, reading my fucking book, making videos about how I even have to explain that I don't hate trans people. I don't hate anybody. I don't even use those words in my vocabulary to describe anything other than talking about that specifically. Like to reference it. That's the only way you'll find me ever speaking about hate, is to reference it. So yeah, man. Like, honestly, and just to kind of sum all this up, again, like if you guys are familiar with the show, you know that like I'll go touch on a whole bunch of subjects and then I'll tie them all together. I call it Quentin Tarantino in this shit. Because in a Quentin Tarantino movie, if you're like older, you just don't know, he'll show you a whole bunch of different kinds of scenes and angles. It's like, okay, there's people in a restaurant. Well, this is what happened from their point of view. And then you go to the next people in the restaurant. This is what happened from their point of view. You go to the next people in the restaurant. This is what happened from their point of view. And then it's like everybody's watching the robbers in a Tarantino movie from the lens of like, okay, like we're looking at the robbers. Then from the lens of we are the robbers. Then from the lens of the people getting robbed. Then, so it's like it touches all the points and then it ties it all together and shows you how they're all connected. And that's how I found my brain works and how this show works. And why people who consider this show or me to be smart by any means, it's that. And I also understand that there's a lot of people who think I'm dumb because I talk like that. And I understand it can occur like I'm just like making shit up. The thing is, everything that I'm sharing comes from a place of actual like science or actual factual history. I just say it in a way that's loosey-goosey through my own interpretation. I'm not going to go and find all of this and that. That's where I got it from. I got it from official sources. So I just speak on it all from my own lens so I can understand it. So that leads me to this, which is kind of funny, but it's the idea in question of, how do you know if it's okay to offend people or not?
Damn, dude.
How do you know? I think when we know ourselves, when we know our boundaries, our standards, and what we stand for, and our intention is good, and our heart is good, and you speak to the truth, not a truth, because there's three sides to every coin. Like we always say, there's the top, there's heads, tails, and the side, the ridges, the thickness of it. And that's essentially my side, your side, the truth. My truth, your truth, the truth. And when we are aligned with the truth, talk your shit. If you're aligned with the truth, talk your fucking shit. It is okay to offend anybody at that point. Mindfully, not on purpose. But the thing is, the truth can hurt. And I shared this earlier on my Instagram, which is like, there's this there's this dude on Instagram. I forget his name. He's fucking sick, though. He basically, it's kind of like a parody, but it's like real and deep at the same time. And he shows how to make different fast foods and junk foods that we sell here in America. So for the one he did that I saw today, he's making crumble cookies. And he's like, all right, first we're going to get the antifreeze and extract the this out of it. Then we're going to get the this and the Roundup and put this into this. And then he's like, so if we need to make vegetable oil, you can't make vegetable oil without Roundup, the weed killer. And it's like funny, but it's sad because it's true. So when they're doing crumble cookies, I'm like, oh, for those of you who don't know what crumble cookies is, it's like these absolutely insanely huge cookies. They taste so fucking good. But dude, it's like eating like 40 candy bars in one sitting or something. It might be even crazier than that. From what I remember, now don't quote me on this, but it's one of the most sugar packed and dense foods you could purchase. They're not good for you by any means. Literally, you have heartburn for like, I don't know, the next 2 days after eating a couple bites. You can take one bite and you feel fucked up. But what I'm getting at is they're showing all the ingredients that go into one of these fucking crumble cookies, and it's like, oh my gosh, like that hurt my feelings, dude. Like if I take a bite of that, that's what I'm eating. Oh, I'm fucking pissed. That's the same thing. It's like if somebody goes, yo, we need to show more love. Don't disrespect the dead. What? Ah! You see what I'm saying? You see how this all ties together here? Like, that's why show love, show respect. If you're not doing that, then like, what the fuck are you doing? Honestly. I encourage everybody to fucking look at it, dude. Like, if we really took responsibility for ourselves and our actions and our whys, we'd be in a much healthier place in society here. And here's the other thing too, and I'll leave you guys with this. Do not doom and gloom. There's so much bullshit on the internet. There's so much bullshit in the world. There's so much bullshit in people's minds. There's so much bullshit in society. You don't need it. Don't do the doom and gloom. It's not. There is great people doing good things in the midst of all of this. There is absolutely beautiful human beings in our community, all around the world, in your city, in your town, in your house, in your neighborhood, at your schools, at your churches, at your parks. There is great people everywhere. Do not let the bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? So, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to share it and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their best friends, cousins, uncles, mango farming, fruit, jerky, son, bacon, biscuit, dog, treat, eating, feeding, best friends, cousins, uncle about the Damn Dude motherfucking podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful motherfucking day. This is the Damn Dude Podcast, Season 5, Episode 5. Much love, guys. Peace. 90 miles push away, and I want